Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say Shalom to Akim and Akwat out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. This one's titled, We Are Hopeful to Be a Part of the Elect. All right, once again, we are hopeful to be a part of the elect. Now we're going to explain a little bit more on what that means. Now the brothers and sisters that have been in this for a while, this can serve as an exhortation, like edification, right? Something to build you up, a refresher, right? Faith booster. But for the new brothers and sisters, I'll try to explain a little bit more. There's a lot of scriptures dealing with who the elect are. So this by no means is a definitive lesson on everything about the elect. A matter of fact, there's brothers out there that probably have much better lessons than this. If this is your first time, finding out about this truth or what the elect is, or what the concept of the elect. There's probably another brother that makes a video that is 10 times more informative. And I'd recommend, you go look for, one of the apostles' videos on the elect. All right, if you're looking for the true, full understanding of what it means to be an elect. This by no means is a definitive source of everything about the elect and every little thing about them. It's 7 scriptures, faith booster, all right, explaining what hopeful means, all right, and a couple other things that we're going to get into, Lord willing. So without any further ado, again, we are hopeful to be a part of the elect. Okay, we're going to first start up by going and getting this word hopeful, and this wasn't even on the agenda today, but for the lesson, getting the definition. But sitting here, before I started up, I said, you know what, I want to get this definition. That wasn't part of the lesson originally, it was not. But now it is, all through the Spirit. So let's go see what hopeful means. What does it mean? It's one of those, self-explaining words, but let's get it anyway.
Hopeful.
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 All right. What does it say? It's an adjective, and it means what? It means feeling or inspiring optimism. Oh, we got a word within a word. We're going to have to go and grab that. Feeling or inspiring optimism about a future event. Similar words we got are optimistic. So it says inspiring optimism. So now we have to get what optimistic means.
Optimistic.
Optimistic means hopeful. Well, that's, who would have guessed? It means the same thing as the last scripture, not scripture, but definition. It says optimistic, hopeful, and confident about the future. Okay? Confident, cheerful, cheery, positive, confident, hopeful, sanguine, bullish, upbeat, encouraging, promising, all right, auspicious, all right, and that's about the what, the future, all right, and what do you mean about the future? Yeah, the bombs going off, the nukes, boom, right, things getting destroyed, chariots zapping shit. We're optimistic about it. We're hopeful and confident about the future. Not only are we hopeful that we're going to be saved in those days, we're confident that Yahweh Shai is going to show up. We're confident that the elect is going to be sealed. We're confident that the wicked is going to be destroyed, and we're confident that chariots are going to be destroying people and the wicked, and we're confident that this kingdom is going to pass away and a new kingdom is going to be built up in its place. All right, not here in Babylon, but kingdom, the power structure of the world. It's no longer going to be Esau. It's going to be Israel. Starting with the Lord. All right. So we're optimistic, all right? We're confident about those things, and we're hopeful, all right? We're confident that the Lord is going to save his elect. We know that 100% for sure. There's no ifs, ands, buts, maybes, how abouts, what ifs, would have bet, none of that, all right? The Lord 100% is going to deliver his elect. Now, we are hopeful, all right, that we are a part of that number, all right? We are hopeful that we're a part of that number. Now, when you see these, it says positive, and it means positive is in a good light, cheery, positive. We cannot say we're positive that we're members of the elect. We can't be positive. but we're optimistic. All right, we're optimistic. All right, we are full of hope. All right, we're confident. All right, we're expectant. All right, expectant. Let's get that. Come on. It doesn't want to play the soundbite, but it says having or showing an excited feeling that something is about to happen, especially something pleasant and interesting. We're eager, excited. Okay, we're hopeful to be a part of the elect. Now it looks good for us, right? Because we know that the Lord only gives his truth to the elect. But you can't be like, oh, I'm a part of the elect. I'm 100% a part of the elect. Because you got to realize sometimes he gives it to people to strip it away from them, and their judgment's very terrible. And we don't want to be those people. Okay, you don't want to get full up and bucked up on pride. Okay, we're optimistic. We're hopeful. All right, it looks good for us. All right, it looks promising, right? Showing signs of future success. Good. It looks good. It's looking favorable. It's looking good for us. But at the same time, we can't say we are 100% part of the elect. So, because we don't know. At the end of the day, we don't have the playbook, man. We don't have the playbook. We don't have it. The Lord has it. We don't have it. We can't go and look on and say that, yeah, there's going to be a pass to Jermaine on this, and we don't know. We don't know. But let me take that back. I won't say the playbook because in some ways we do have some of the playbook, that I'll use something else because Esau has his playbook that he wants to go and try to do something. There's many different playbooks. Esau has his playbook, all right, which is really the Lord's playbook that he doesn't even realize. And the Lord has his playbook. What's he going to do? Who's he going to send out? Where's he going to have him? So I don't want to use playbook. Slacky, I'll retract that. All right, not playbook, but the script. Okay, the script, not the playbook, but the script. Okay, we don't have the script. All right, we don't know who. Here it is, the establishing. Here it is, the director, Yahweh Shai, and the support. And then we have the actors. And then you have the main protagonist, the elect. All right, and then you have the antagonist. All right, the wicked. Now we know who the wicked is. All right, we know, but we know how the elect are, but we don't know. We can't name names, man. Okay, but it's not like with the elect, how we can say for sure, the Rockefellers and the Vanderbilts and all of them are for sure they are the leading actors, right, for the opposition of this theater, right, of this play, all right, the Lord's play, right, the Lord's movie as it's called. So we know for a fact that they are the established actors, the establishing actors, the prominent figures of the opposition, all right, the antagonists, okay. But for the protagonists, we don't necessarily know who's playing them, okay? We know how they're going to act. We know what they're going to be doing, all right? And we know the ultimate goal of the elect, all right, is to serve the Lord, undoubtedly, all right? But we don't know who's necessary. We can't say, oh, look, we can't do it the same way we can with the wicked and say, oh, look, John D. Rockefeller, that's 100% part of the wicked. We can't go to a brother and say, that brother 100% part of the elect. 100% definitely. We can't do that. All right? We don't have that ability. Okay, we don't have that ability. But we can do what's the word? Approximations. Okay, and say I'd be very surprised if that man wasn't a man of the Lord. Like the apostles. All right, looking at them. If there was anybody you can, and I don't even want to say that, but if there was anybody you could get close to even saying, having a good idea that they're probably part of the elect. It would most definitely be them, all right? But we can't do that regardless. I'm using that as an example to say if there was anybody, you could look at those men and look, they've been in it for 30, 40 years. But you can't even do it with them. You can't even do it with them, okay? Because it's the Lord. You don't know. And Lord willing, this doesn't happen. But the Lord is the ultimate powerhouse. He could have any man. I'm not going to put it on those men, but he could have any man, for being the truth for 30, 40 years. And all of a sudden, just one day, just boom. No, he bugged out. Now he said he waited for 40 years. He don't want to wait no more. He's sick of it. Maybe the Lord's not showing up, and he went back and would you believe it? He went back and 40 years ago today is when he put down those Newports. Would you believe it or not? Today he went back and bought a pack, and now he doesn't believe any of it. He got rid of all of his Bibles. So you can't say that even that's why I want to make that very clear. You can't say that anybody is 100% part of the elect. Okay, you have to say it's hopeful, it's promising, it looks good. Like I said, even with the elect, if anybody was they would be the closest person that you'd be say has the best chance, as you would say. But we don't know at the end of the day. That's about our thoughts. Okay, so if you can't even do that with the apostles, all right, the elder men that have been in this truth for 30 plus years, all right, you can't even do that with them. You can't do that with yourself. I'm 100% part of the elect. No, you can't. You can't say that. Now you can say it's hopeful. You know, I'm hopeful to be a part of the elect. You know, it's looking good for me. All right, you know, more than likely might be a part of the elect. All right, but you even got to be careful with that. All right, like the elders and brothers say from time to time, the apostles say it from time to time. It's looking good for all of us. All right, there's a good chance that we're a part of the elect. It's looking hopeful. We might just be. It's looking good for us. It's looking real good for us, as a matter of fact. But we can't take that and say that we're 100% part of the elect. We know we're a part of the elect. We don't know we're a part of the elect. We can't say we're 100% part of the elect. Is it looking good for us? Yes. Okay, but it was also looking good for those men in the Boston camp before they bugged out. So keep that in mind. Okay, so maybe before, you know, those inner rousings and rabblings came about, all right, and then they had to go public. But you know, when you're in this truth, it looks promising. You don't know what the ultimate goal. You don't know. You know, Lord willing, we all continue in this truth. But some people fall out. They bug out, even out of out of GMS. And like I said, I'm not in GMS, but I teach the same thing. That's who I learned from, right? I learned from their elders and apostles. They get the 100% true truth. All right. If you don't have the true truth, then what kind of truth do you have? None. So you need to get true truth, and GMS is the one bringing that out. All right. And it's not something they made. All right. Everybody's, oh, what do you mean GMS has the whole truth? It's not something that GMS made. All right, it's the truth that's within the Bible. It just so happens to be they're the only one teaching it unadulterated and how it should be. GMS didn't come up with the truth. They didn't make the truth. No. When these people, what do you mean GMS has the whole truth? They have the whole truth because they're teaching it. They're not adding shit. All right? They're not removing things. All right? That's why I said removing things, adding shit, because you add shit, you remove things. You remove blessed scriptures, and they remove blessed scriptures because they don't fit their agenda, right? They don't fit what they have to say. I don't like what that has to say. I want to be able to smoke. I want to be able to use drugs. I don't like what that has to say. You know, that's what these people do. GMS doesn't do that. So keep that on the front of your mind when people are like, oh, GMS says they have the whole truth. GMS didn't come up with the truth. Okay? They didn't make the truth. Okay? That's not what it is. When GMS says it, and when we, you know, the affiliated brothers say GMS has the whole truth, that's because they're teaching the whole truth. They open the Bible, they go precept upon precept, line upon line, and they read it. They don't add shit. They don't say, oh, you know, you can have sex on the Sabbath. They don't add anything like that. Matter of fact, and when something's like that said, they said GMS will come out and say, no, what are you doing? It doesn't say that right here. It says to abstain from doing your own pleasures on the Sabbath. And is not sex your own pleasure? It is. So what are you teaching people? What are you teaching your congregation, man? Okay? So I wanted to explain that. Spirit was on me to bring that out. Maybe it needed to be heard. It needs to get out there. Okay? So, you know, and the Lord's only dealing with who he's dealing with. And that's the elect. Who he's ultimately dealing with is the elect. And we're hopeful to be a part of that number. There are signs that makes it look hopeful for us, right? We have this truth, which he gives the truth to his elect, but he can also strip you away from it. All right, he has the power to do so. So you can't say that's 100% definitive that you're of the elect just because you have this truth and this understanding. You can't say that. You can say you're a hopeful elect and it's looking hopeful. It's looking favorable. All right, it's encouraging. Things that are encouraging you, it's looking good for me. I'm going to continue in this, you know. But you can't at the same time, I want to stress it. You cannot at any point in time say, I'm of the elect. Okay? You cannot say, I'm of the elect. Or brother Elder Manata Zakba is of the elect. Or Elder Apostle Tahar is of the elect. Okay? Are they of the elect? You know, it's looking hopeful. It's looking promise. I'd be very surprised if not. But we can't say 100% that they are. We can't say that anybody's 100% part of the elect, other than those who have been mentioned directly within the Bible. Okay? So, you know, those elect men mentioned within the Bible. Okay? Those men that have never tasted of death, right? That's it. Okay? That's it. But we cannot at any point in time say that we're of the elect. Okay? We have to say we're the hopeful elect. And, you know, I've heard brothers, I know Elder Manata Zatba has corrected it. Some people, you know, there's hopeful elect is not within the Bible. Okay? That's not a thing. It's not the hopeful elect. It's the elect. We are the hopeful elect because we're hopeful to be a part of that number. Okay? Because we can't call ourselves the elect. We have to be hopeful of it. Okay? And I hope Lord willing that was explained well enough. But I want to go and grab some scriptures now. Let me grab a drink real quick, and then we'll go ahead and get Ephesians 1 and 3 through 5. So bear with me just a moment. All right, so one thing you got to understand is that, and we got to go and get that. Not of works, lest any man should boast. This is Ephesians 2 and 9. I want to grab it ahead of time. Actually, we got to go up from 8. So Ephesians 2 and 8 reads, this is imperative, this is important, you need to know this. Ephesians 2 and 8, for by grace are ye saved through faith, because we talk about faith in this lesson. For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of Yahweh. So we're saved through grace, all right, through faith, okay, through faith are we saved, all right, through grace, all right, it's the gift of Yahweh. So we don't, we don't become a part of the elect by, we kept, every Sabbath perfectly. And when our boss said we had to work, we said, I will not be working today. I know I'm scheduled, but I will not be working today. Well, I have to have you on Saturday. You have to work Saturday. I have no one else to fill that schedule. I have to move you over to Saturday. I will not do that. And you know what you're going to do? You're going to lose your job. All right. Now, if they're calling you in, hey, man, can you come in today? Hey, sorry, man. I got something, I'm this, that, whatever you have to do, yiquab your way out of it. That's different. But if you're scheduled on a certain day, can't do that. And what are you going to do? Change your schedule every week? Yes. And what are you going to do like this week? What would you do on this week? You wouldn't be working for a whole week. How are you going to explain that to these people? Yes, I need Wednesday to Thursday off. But I can work before sundown on Wednesday and after sundown on Thursday. Also, I'm going to need specifically this week. It won't be the same next week. It will change next week. I'm going to need you to go ahead and move. I'm also need Friday to Saturday off. And then I won't need Wednesday to Thursday off anymore. It'll just be, your boss ain't going to work with you on that. And if he does, hey, call all you Halbash Meow Shy. But 99.9.999999999, they have all those damn nines behind it. 99% of the time, that ain't going to happen. They say, look, man, I can't keep switching you around. Look, I need to keep the schedule. Look, everybody has their schedule. I need to keep you where you're at. All right. I can't keep moving you around like that, man. All right. So now you're screwed because you couldn't keep every Sabbath. We can't keep every Sabbath perfect, man. We can't keep every Sabbath perfect. We got to go work. Something happens. We can't keep anything, let alone the Sabbath perfect. The clothes I'm wearing right now, we're supposed to be wearing 100% cotton fabrics, man. And I'm looking in, as you can see on the page, I'm looking into saving up and getting some cotton clothing because I watched a video about how the clothing can heal you and stuff. Now, will I do that at the end of the day? These are very expensive. They are very expensive. That's something you could maybe get a paycheck or something. Because the shirts themselves, we go over there and these, those luxury bands, they're really for Edomites, man. They're really for white people. $58 a shirt. You got other ones, and these are just the regular shirts. $68. You got some other long sleeves that are like $125. Paul Frederick, look at these, man. $85 on sale, usually $125. They're like once every other paycheck or once a paycheck thing. I'd like to get them because you can get 100% linen, 100% cotton. But at the end of the day, will I do it? Maybe, maybe not. At the end of the day, Yahweh Meow Shai has us covered. Our clothes are, they're not good. But at the end of the day, Yahweh Meow Shai has us covered. Okay, now, if you can get those things, why not? Why not get those things? If you have the money, once you want to be wearing, something better, more pure that can heal you, it's all through Yahweh Meow Shai. It's all through Yahweh Meow Shai. Any healing that is done. Okay, but if you have the money to afford the nicer things, wouldn't you want to go and get, 100% cotton and not like, 45% this, 3% plastic, all this stuff? At the end of the day, because at the end of the day, if you're not wearing 100%, it's not 100% cotton. I misspoke. If you're not wearing a garment, no mixed fabrics. All right, you can't have mixed fabric. You can have cotton. All right, you're really not supposed to be wearing polyester because that's a synthetic. All right, but things like silk, things like linen. All right, certain things like that. And even linen, I don't think is perfect. All right, but I don't even think that's. I'm not sure how that goes. But with linen and cotton, if you wear 100% fabric, 100% wool, all right, you can't have it 25% wool. This 75% cotton or 75% cotton, 25% polyester. But that's what a lot of our clothes is, because if we don't have it, your clothes wouldn't be stretchy. You got the little things around your arm, all right, because your arm stretches into it. What do you think that is? That's elastic. All right, that ain't 100% cotton. All right, the things around your drawers, all right, your boxers or your panties, all right, the things that keep them tucked in close to your waist. What do you think that is? Elastic. That's not 100% cotton. Now, back in the day, we used to just use drawstrings. All right, just used to be drawstrings. Two pieces of string, whoosh, timed together. That's what kept everything on. That's it. All right, or things like belts that you could make. But now it's all elastic. All right. Now it's all elastic, and I'm sure biblically. Well, I don't like the way that. I'm sure biblically there's a way to make clothes cinch like that, to keep tight like that, almost like elastic, with being 100% pure cotton. I bet there's a way. All right, it's just these people don't want to use it. Okay, so you got to realize that. And I kind of strayed off from the topic, but that's what we were talking about. So and you got to realize that's breaking a law. All right, you should not wear mixed fabrics. All right, mixed. Garment of diverse sorts. Here it is. This is Deuteronomy 22:11. Thou shalt not. This is a law. Thou shalt not. Thou shalt not wear a garment of diverse sorts, as of woolen and linen together. You can wear wool. You can wear linen. You can wear cotton. But you cannot wear 50% wool, 50% linen, 25% polyester, the 75% that. You can't do that. 10% this, 25% this, 30% that. No. Okay? Not technically, not you're supposed, but all of us are doing it. Because we can't keep the law perfectly, because why? We need Yahushai. All right? We need Yahushai to cover us. All right? And he did cover us, all right, by being on the cross. All right? He was the ultimate sacrifice. That's why we don't have to go before the Lord and, sacrifice animals anymore. Okay? Because Yahushai was the ultimate sacrifice. All right, and he covered us for our sins. Does that mean, I don't want to do it a waste? I'm a sin? No. All right? But I'm getting all this. I want to touch on all this for the simple fact that it's not by any of our own doings or any of our actions, man. Like it says in Ephesians 2:8, getting back to the point, for by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of Yahweh. It's not that we wore 100% fabric. It's not that we kept every single Sabbath perfectly. It's that we never looked upon a woman in lust or anything like that. We never once did anything wrong ever. All right, we didn't so much as look at a cigarette. No, it's not through that. But that at the same time, it doesn't mean we should be doing those things. We should be refraining from those things. All right. Because we're showing reverence to the Lord by not doing those things, okay? But it's not through not doing those. It's, you're not saved because you never smoked. You're not saved because you never ate pork, or you don't eat pork and now you're saved. I kept all the laws, I'm saved now. That's not how it works, okay? For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of Yahweh. It's not what you did. It's not because you kept all 613. Was it 613? Let me check. 613, yeah. It's not because you kept all 613 laws. All right, it's through grace, all right, of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai that you're saved. That's why you're saved. Verse 9, then it brings it all to light. Puts you right there on the plate for you to eat it. Not of works, lest any man could boast. If it was of works, and it's not of works, and there's still men boasting. I keep the laws, the statutes, and the commandments. All right, what you got? The Bishop Nathaniel, Bishop Nate of IUIC. All right, the law. All right, now, should we be keeping the law? Yes. Will the law save you? No. All right, will breaking the law put you to death? Yes. All right, well, explain that. You're just going to have to figure it out. We are not saved through works, all right? Because you went and gave food to the homeless and you kept every single law. You never even so much as smelt pork. Whenever pork was in a cafeteria, you plugged up your nose, you grabbed a clothespin. I will not smell of this unclean, filthy meat, all right? No, because you did that, does that make you, that doesn't make you any better than the man, a just man. What is it? Let's go get it. A just man. A just man falleth 7 times. This is Proverbs 24:16. For a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief. So here it is. you kept the laws, the statutes, and the commandments as you think to the law perfectly. You didn't realize that there was pork in your water bottle. You didn't realize that, that cotton shirt you bought actually had a little bit of polyester in it. You didn't realize that. You didn't realize none of those things, did you? You didn't realize those things, okay? You didn't realize by saying you can keep I can keep the law 100%. You don't realize that you just broke the law. You know what law you know what sin you just committed? The sin of pride, because you think you think you can keep it perfect. That's a sin of pride. All right, by thinking you can keep it perfect. We can't keep it perfect. Okay, so by saying you can keep the 100%, I can keep the law 100%. You just broke it. If you weren't breaking anywhere else, you just broke it because you just committed the sin of pride. Congratulations. Now you're wrong. So what are you gonna do now? You better hope that there's someone or something out there that can help you out and cover you in this situation. Ding, ding, ding. Guess what there is? Yahweh Shai. All right. That's what he's here to help you out in that situation, because we can't be perfect. And he's our mediator. All right. He's our mediator, our lawyer. All right. Essentially. Okay. Yes, he did this and that, but he was also a very godly man, right? He testifies on our behalf. All right. So, and we can't keep it perfectly. We cannot keep the law perfectly. All right. We cannot keep the law perfectly at all. Okay. So come on back. And if you think you can keep the law perfectly, that's pride. That's the sin of pride. So, and that's, and so it's the grace. We are members of the elect through what? And I'm not saying we as in I'm 100% part of the elect. Lord willing, I am. Lord willing, you brothers and sisters are. The apostles, the elders, all those brothers, all the men all men of GMS, right? The diligent men out there, all right? The women that are doing what they're supposed to be doing. We're hoping, right? We're hopeful. We're hopeful elect. All right. But, what was I going to say? I kind of lost my train of thought. But what was it? I lost my track of thought. But, if it was any of the, if it was through actions, all right, you'd have a bunch of men boasting. And it's not through actions, and you still have a bunch of men boasting. Okay? So let that sink in. So we're hopeful, and it's all through, that's what we're talking about. It's all through the mercy and grace of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai that if we're part of the elect. All right? It's not about what we did or what we said or, we did this and went that. No. The simple matter is that did he choose us before the foundations of the world? Did he say, these are the elect? It's not about because you kept the law and you were the greatest Hebrew Israelite ever. All right, you made videos every single day. It's not even that you called upon Yahweh Bashem Yahushai every single day. You could have messed up somewhere and you not end up being part of the elect. It could have been, it could have been something else. You got to realize, look at the Job of the Hut demon. He calls upon Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. He said he thinks he's keeping all the things correctly. All right, is he a part of the elect? I don't personally think so. All right, I think he's agent set up. Something stinks. Something smells wrong. There's something in the garbage can over there that's a brewing. Okay, so it's not through ourselves. So this is Ephesians 1:3-5. It says, "Blessed be the power Yahweh and the Father of our Lord Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, who hath blessed us all with spiritual blessings in heavenly places in Hamashiach, according as he hath chosen us in him. Us in him. We didn't choose him, he chose us. According as he hath chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love, having predestinated us." So I like that. "Having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by Yahweh Shai HaMashiach to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will." What does predestinated mean?
Predestinate.
It means it's predestined. All right, it means predestined.
Predestined.
It says predestined, destined of God or of Yahweh, as it should be, to destine someone for a particular fate or purpose. Not necessarily a fate, but a purpose. You are of the elect. You are my chosen people. You specific number are you 1/3, all right, of the world are my people. Okay? So, it's not, and that was before the foundations, before you were even born, before you came into this world. When you were born, Lord already knew you were part of the elect, even before you came into the truth. When you're still going around selling dope, I'ma shoot you in the face, I'ma loot you, I'ma shoot you, you know, all that shit. When you were singing all those songs, you know, doing street craps, all right, you know, getting down with other men's wife. Guess what? The Lord already knew you were part of the elect. All right. Not that those are things that the elect. Well, you know, the elect are not. You know, the elect are perfect through Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, but that by no means. Does that mean that they lived a life, you know, like how Esau thinks you have to live a life? They never had sexual relationships with women. They were in the temple 24 hours a day. You know, it's not like that. You know, a lot of us come from flawed backgrounds, you know, rough environments. You know, we were a product of what we were raised in, a product of how we were raised. All right, if you were raised in the ghetto, that's what happens. If you're raised, you know, poor, you know, you know, not that everyone poor steal, but that, you know, a lot of the time, you know, when you're poor, you steal. I'll admit it. Back in the day, I used to steal a whole fucking shit bunch of time, all the time. All right, not from people, but you know, petty ass shoplifting. I always didn't like that shit. You know, stealing from people. You don't steal from people. You know, that's not something you do. But you know, I can't say that because I did used to steal quarters and change out my dad's change drawer. Okay, when I was younger, when I was real young, 8 and 10, 9, 10 shit. But you go to the store, a pair of headphones, you know, rip it up, stick in your pocket. So, you know, but do we do that anymore? No, because we've repented from those things. We're not the same person. We put off the old man and put on the new. All right. And I'm not, I'll admit quick that I used to do. I used to smoke weed. I used to drink. I did other things other than weed, you know. We don't need to go hold back in all my background. I never did crazy hard drugs or anything like that. But, you know, we were not perfect by any means. All right, there's some people out there that are committing adultery. All right, they were wife stealers, woman stealers, girlfriend stealers. I never particularly, you know, I can't say I never did it, but I didn't make a particular habit of it. Okay, so you know, anything, and you know, and the shit always comes around full circle because the girl that I did that with ended up doing the same thing back to me because how you get them is how you lose them, as they say. So, and that was a life lesson, learning lesson. So. You know, with all these different things, we're not perfect people, all right? Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to cover who he's going to cover. We are chosen before the foundations of the world, and no matter, you know, however it seems that we did, who's a gangbanger or a thug, all right? Well, the Lord can take gangbangers and thugs and turn them into men of the Lord, okay? That you got to realize the power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, all right? He has the power to do those things, okay? So who we were before does not define us, okay? Who we were before does not define us. Okay, if we were predestined and chosen in the Lord, it doesn't matter at the end of the day what we did because we're covered. But we can't say we're part of the elect. But the elect will be covered regardless. Okay, some of them might have been, you know, gang members or all this stuff, but they were predestined, and they're the ones that are truly following after Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, and to the Lord, all right, they are unblemished. All right, to the Lord they are unblemished. Now they might look blemished as hell. To the world, you know, look, he was a thug, he was in and out of prison, you know, for you know, the first half of his life, but you know, the end half of his life, he devoted his life to the Lord, and you know, and hey, that's how the Lord works. He can make, you know, you got to realize that a lot of these people that seem super perfect, they're deceivers, man. They're liars, and the Lord's not dealing with them at all. Okay. So having predestinated, and we eventually, you know, we got it, you know, chose. You were chose, you know, who was going to get saved was chose before any of the events of this world unflowed. Before before everything, you know, before everything. The Lord chose, predestinated everything, before Adam was made, before the events in Egypt happened, before Sodom and Gomorrah happened, all right, before the Roman Empire happened, before the things with the Greco-Roman Empire, right, the fall of Rome, before the reestablishment with the Renaissance, before all that, before you were born, years upon years upon years before you were born, that's when you were either chosen yes or chosen no, and we're hoping chosen yes, all right. But we can't say 100% that we are. We're hoping, Lord willing. I'm hoping like hell, man. And I'm hopeful for it. It's looking favorable. But I can't say that I am. I can't say that you brothers are. None of us can. But we're hoping, man. That's our ultimate goal, because that's the only thing that means. That's the ultimate goal, you know, not becoming fame or fortune or anything like that. We want to be a part of the elect. This is John 15 through 16. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth. But I have called you friends, For all things that I have heard of my Father, I have made known unto you. The elect knows certain things, right? And we're hoping to be part of that number, and in friends of Yahushai. In verse 16, it says, ye have not chosen me. You have not. I chose God. I put off my old doings, and I chose God. You didn't choose God. I didn't choose God. Nobody did. All right, or the Lord. All right, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. No one did. All right, I was at Subway. All right, and smoking weed and still being in the same just stupid ass mindset, just foul, vile person that I was. And then I happened to meet a girl. She happened to know, she happened to be, knowing of the truth, all right, or just coming into it herself. She sent these videos to me, and at first I was like, I don't know. And then through that, now that doesn't mean she woke me up. That's how the Lord reached out to me, all right. And that's two people being woke up essentially at the same time. Actually, more than that, because her sister and all that, and mom and all that stuff. So that we're getting the idea of the truth, getting the knowledge of this is who we are, right? And I was atheist at the time. And then when I met her, I was when I first met her, she was one of those Christians. So I was gonna start reading the Bible. I was reading these oversimplified versions of Christian Standard, the English Standard Version. I wasn't understanding it. I didn't know what was going on. And then I started watching those videos, and she started watching those videos more. And then hey, that's how it happens, right? So I didn't choose the Lord. It just happened one day. I didn't know. I thought I was gonna be the same person coming in, smoking weed, working at Subway, coming down from a high, munching on fucking 5 peanut butter cookies, like I'm a fucking cookie monster. Oh man, I want how I was wearing off, But that's not how it worked. All right, it's like that with a lot of the brothers. One day it just boom. All right, it just clicked. And they didn't know what was going to happen. The week before that, you think they knew? The week before I heard anything about the truth, you think I would have ever known? No, because that's not because I didn't choose the Lord. The Lord chose me. He reached out, and I'm not saying a part of the elect. I'm saying for everyone. The Lord, it reaches out to you. Okay, the Lord reaches out to you. There's so many people. You got to think about it. You think you choose the Lord? What about all the scholars, right? The Bible scholars that have been just, please, Lord, please, man, come on, man. I studied for 35 years in seminary school, man. And the Lord never reached out to them. Never once reached out to them. Okay, but they're trying to choose the Lord. Come on, man. They're I study every day, and those people, they still can't get it like GMS gets it. All right, those Christian scholars can't get, a Christian scholar that studied for 20 years can't get what a brother in this that's been in this faith for 5 years can get. That's because the Lord chooses his people. You don't choose him. All right. Verse 16, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye shall Salakia. But it says verse 16, let me start over because I messed up. John 15 and 16, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit shall remain, that whosoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you. So the Lord chose you. You didn't choose him. The Lord chose you. The Lord chose you. Everything that happens, the Lord did it. You didn't do anything. It's not by any of your own doing. It's not by our own doing that we even have this truth, man. These words are not our word. Well, listen how he speaks. Listen how he speaks. He's so articulate. Some brothers aren't articulate. All right, I don't consider myself to be that articulate. I'm messing up on words and what was that word? Pausing all the time. But that's the tongue of the stammerers, right? I can get that. Isaiah 32 and 4, the heart also of the rash shall understand knowledge, and the tongue of the stammerer shall be ready to speak plainly. You might have someone that doesn't speak particularly well, all right, according to world, you might have a stutter, all right, but guess what? When they teach the truth, it still comes out, all right? It might not sound it doesn't sound particularly pleasant. Doesn't matter if it sounds particularly pleasant. Did you understand which was said? Yeah. That's what I thought. So move on. Beat feet. Kick rocks, boy. All right, if they were stuttering there and they still got out that the Lord chooses the elect. Well, he's stuttering. What did you get? Well, he said that the Lord chooses the elect, but he was stuttering. What did he say? He said the Lord chose the elect, but he was stuttering. What did he say? Did you get what he was saying? Yes. Then what the fuck, man? What are you over here bitching about some shit? Okay, because there's brothers out there that aren't particularly well worded or that might stutter, and these dumbass bitches, these simple ass fucks in the come and say, oh yeah, blah blah blah. Did you understand what he was saying? Did the scripture come out? If he was reading Hebrews 11:1, I'm not talking about me. If he read Hebrews 11:1 and he stuttered through, did you still get Hebrews 11:1 at the end of the day? Yes. Did you get it the way you wanted? No. But it ain't about what you want, you bitch. All right, it's about what the Lord wants, and the Lord has that man teaching for a reason. So go and fucking cry in a hole some damn where. All right. So that's the thing, you know, and that's the thing. People think that they can choose the Lord and how they look is how you can't go off of looks, man. You can't go off of looks. Okay, there are some men in this truth that look, you know, they look rough. All right, and I don't mean rough isn't bad, but they look like, you know, I'm like, damn man, that guy looks rough. You know, and if you didn't see them in their garments, if you saw them on the street, you'd be like, wow, man, I don't know what type of stuff he's involved in. He looks like a real rough man, you know, like he's been through some stuff. But at the end of the day, you know, he's harmless. Through Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he won't hurt you. He's a gentle giant, as they call him, right? So there's some men that look, man, ooh, you wouldn't want to mess with him, and then you probably wouldn't. But it doesn't mean that they're violent and they're thuggish and brutish. Doesn't mean that. So you can't go off of looks or how they speak. Oh, he stutters a lot. Doesn't matter, man. The Lord will choose someone that stutters, and you'll be like, oh, it can't be the man of the Lord because he stutters. And you'll go listen to someone very articulated in the Christian church and Jebus, all right, and Jebus, you know, and you'll get, you know, stupid shit like that. And the days before, and you'll listen to things like that, and you'll be like, wow, he's so well worded. And listen to him. You can, when he does that thing where he goes, you can hear that the Spirit's really on him. No. The Lord's not even dealing with him. But here it is. Your simple ass thinks that he is. You know, for example, I really think that what's his name? God damn it. You gonna burn Geno Jennings. I think Geno Jennings is hilarious. I like the way Geno Jennings speaks sometimes. Is he a man of the Lord? Hell no. Okay? No. He's a Christian, man. He's bugged out. He's gonna have to be a nutsack Israelite. I've been using that term a lot because I've liked it since I've heard about it. He's gonna have to be a nutsack Israelite, which if you're not familiar, you know, is one of the, you know, a 2/3 that has to come back through, you know, an elect man getting down with an elect woman and them having a baby. And then that's how the 2/3 are gonna be reborn. Nutsack Israelite. That's how he's gonna be. Now he's funny, man. You know, these are not some crackers. You know, you gonna burn. You know, this evil worm. You know, I think he's hilarious. You know, reminds me of like fucking Major Payne or something like that. You know, but do I? You know, so but y'all get simple with it. You know, I like the way he speaks. He must be the way of the Lord. No. That's not how it works. All right, the people that you don't like speaking. The people that are saying, hey man, the Lord's gonna fucking kill you. Those ones you gotta watch out for. Because those ones are the ones that'll get you. They'll cut you deep, all right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Here it is. You thought, oh, I don't like the way he speaks. He called me a bitch. That can't be a man of the Lord. Oh, I don't like the way he speaks. It hurts when he speaks. I don't like it. I'm getting away from him. You don't realize that was actually a man of the Lord. And the guy that God loves the little children. No, it's Jebus loves the little children. Yeah, I like this. This is good. This is good religious experience. You know, no. You congratulations. You went over to some bullshit. All right, you dodged the truth and went over to some bullshit. All right. So what's the other song? I can't even remember. You know, I like I said, I didn't grow up in the church. I just heard some of these things. But Jeebus cry, superstar. You know, all these different things. You went over to that and you think that you had it. Nope. Those men that were cutting you, saying you ain't nothing. The Lord's gonna put you to death. All right, you an Edomite wife. All right, oh, I don't like that. No, they can't be men of the Lord. Honey, come on, honey, let's go to the Christian church. You know, we're gonna pray for them. No. What is your prayer? Your prayers to Jeebus crust, all right, are not gonna help anybody. Matter of fact, don't pray for me in the name of Jeebus crust. You know, when I hear people, I'm gonna pray for you. You better not, man. Not you. I don't need you to pray into weird wacko gods in my name. Get out of here. So Hebrews 11:1-6 says, verse 1, now faith is the Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. For by it the elders obtained a good rapport. Through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of Yahweh, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. By faith Abel offered unto Yahweh a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he obtaineth witness that he was righteous, Yahweh testifying of his gifts, and by it he being dead yet speaketh. By faith Enoch was translated that he should not see death. Oh yeah, that's the book of Enoch. Get out of here. First of all, get out of here. By faith Enoch was translated that he should not see death, and was not found, because Yahweh had translated him. For before his translation he had this testimony, that he pleased Yahweh. But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. All right, you got to realize at the end of the day, when you pray, you got to believe that it happens. You got to believe that it's something that's going to come true. All right, and you got to trust in the Lord. Okay. And you got to realize it, like I said, it looks good for us. Not like I said, like, the brothers have said, and it looks good for us. It's hopeful, but we can't say we're part of the elect. But you also got to realize, understand, you can't let that get you down. And that's why it can be a hard subject. I was actually talking to the wife about this last night. It can be a hard subject to teach, because here it is. You got to teach people, oh, you got to keep the law, but the law won't save us. Yes, you got to keep the law, but the law won't save us. Why keep it? To show reverence to the Lord. All right. And you got to realize that, well, I could not be a part of the elect. It could be, and you don't want to think that I'm probably not elect. You'd be better off thinking, I'm more than likely part of the elect. Not, oh, I'm not part. I'm probably part of the 2/3. You don't want to do that. Really, you don't want to go you don't want to go off the deep end of either side. You want to be in the middle. Hopefully, I'm a part of the elect. It's looking good for me, Lord willing. All right, you don't want to go any further than that. You don't want to go any lesser than that. So, oh, maybe I'm not. Maybe you don't want to do none of those things. Putting curses on yourself. The thing you got to realize is Ecclesiasticus 2:10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? You're calling upon Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, right? You're abiding in him, all right? You're trusting in the Lord. Well, look at the generations of old. Did you see anything like that? Does that mean you're part of the elect? No, don't get bucked up and think you're something when you're not. All right, a man that thinks he's something when he's nothing deceiveth himself, right? Roughly paraphrasing. So you got to, hey man, take it normally, not on a weird level, not on some weird shit, not on going too far, not on going too not far. You got to be right in the middle. All right, the two sides of the extremes of two sides are not good. You go too low, I'm probably part of, oh man, I know I'm a 2/3, man. Lord would never save me. All the girls I ever had in my life left me. Everybody thinks I'm stupid. I'm 2/3 for sure. No, you don't want to do that. And you don't want to be like, I am 100% part of the elect. I know that God is dealing with me because I teach this truth and I do all of the laws. I keep every single law, all 613 of them. You don't want to do that either. That's pride. And you also don't want to be on the bottom putting curses on yourself. You want to be right in the middle, like I mentioned, Lord willing, it's looking hopeful for me. It's looking good. Lord willing, I'm part of the elect. Lord willing, you brothers and sisters are part of the elect. All these brothers and sisters, right? That's where you want to be. All right. Look at examples of Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar. They've been in this truth and they have a lot of knowledge. Are they boasting? No. Look at the elders of GMS. Look at them when they say, oh, Lord willing. They even say, Lord willing, I'm a part of the elect. I'm hoping like hell I'm part of the elect. It'd be a damn shame if I wasn't. You hear, things like that said. All right. You don't hear people saying, I'm 100% a part of the elect. And you don't hear elders and apostles saying, I'm probably a 2/3. You don't hear that. They're right in the middle, which is where you want to be. All right. You don't want to have a balance that's thrown out of order on any side. Too far left, or too far right. Too far right. No such thing. You go too far right, you're back to being to the left. All right. Too far right, you go back to being to the left. Okay, because here it is. I'm so great. I'm so proud. Here, you're a great man of the Lord. Well, guess what? You went so far. Now it's pride. Now you're on the left-hand side. All right, you're bugged out. You're wicked, man. So keep that in mind. Like you. Bear with me. So you don't want to go too far, man. You want to maintain your position in this middle. Lord willing, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai allows you to keep that position of being in the middle. So we got to speed it along. Time's going by faster than I thought. This is John 10:27 through 29. It reads, verse 27, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. And I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand. My Father which gave them me is greater than all, and no man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand. So going back up, we are hopeful to be a part of the elect. What does being part of the elect mean? That means you're not going to taste of death, man. That means when these chariots come down, you have a boarding pass. All right, that election, that's your ticket. That's your ticket up. I don't want to make that sci-fi sound because that's how they make the UFO sound, right? They probably don't even make a sound. They probably just pure quiet. So, and that's your boarding pass. Anybody, please let me on. Oh, please let me on. No, sorry, you don't have a boarding pass. All right, as the chariot, vanishes and pops over, 200 feet to the 200 feet, 2 miles away. You're over there. Well, where to go? So it's about who the Lord chooses. All right, and if you're part of the elect, and we're hopeful to be, all right, Lord willing, I myself is, my wife, you brothers, your wives, you diligent sisters out there, right? Lord willing, we make it. That means we will not taste of the death and destruction in Babylon. Are we still going to have to go through Jacob's trouble? Yes. Are we going to be safe, though? Yes. Lord willing, we're part of the elect. Okay, that's why we say Lord willing. All right, hopeful. All right, we can't say that we are. Lord willing, we are. Lord willing, we are. We're hoping, man. We are hoping. Because that's the only thing that matters, man. If we ain't, that's a wrap. All right, nothing's worth nothing at that point. You can't buy your way out. If we aren't, that's it. We're not banking on that. We're banking on hopefully being a part of the elect. So, Revelation 7:1 through 7:3 says, And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. So when destruction comes, you got angels holding back, all right, until what? Let's see. Verse 2, And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. So, all the elect hasn't been sealed yet. Okay, which is the evidence of that is that, shit's not getting destroyed, and Jacob's trouble hasn't happened. The elect, when it's sealed, that's when fam of the word comes. No need for the truth to go out. The elect has got it. That's who it's for. The truth's done. Not the truth's done, but the teaching of the truth is done. All right, the books are sealed up. All right, cool. Now I want to say sealed up. The books are, not going to be being taught like that. You're not going to be seeing people on the highways and byways. You're not going to see YouTube videos. It's going to stop. Boom. It's going to come to a close. All right, and then Jacob's trouble going to hit. All this different stuff, all this crazy stuff, and that has to happen before. The elect has to be sealed before that. So during Jacob's trouble, all right, know who to hurt and who not to hurt. Right, the elect will not be hurt, but they might go through troubling times. But ultimately, they're not gonna, starve to death or they'll be starving. Oh man, their stomach touching their spine, as I've heard, elders and brothers say. It's not gonna be like that. Is it gonna be a fun time? Oh, Jacob's trouble, here we come, dude. No, you're not gonna be walking around with a fucking sack on your back. This is great, isn't it, guys? No, it's gonna be the worst time that's ever been, and ever has been, and ever will be. But the elect's gonna make it through, and that is a display of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's power right there. Okay, so but that can't happen until what? Verse 3 saying, "Hurt not the earth, neither the sea nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads." All right, that's a spiritual mark. Until the elect has all been sealed, all right, and they've all come and woken up and come to the conclusion that who they are, then the destruction can really start on a rolling, right? So, but until then, we just gotta wait, man. And we're hopeful to be a part of the elect. Psalms 91:7-8, it says, verse 7, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. What does that mean? It shall not come near you. It's not going to come near to you, right? Verse 8, only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. So all this judgment and destruction, and there's gonna be teeth of wild beasts. There's gonna be so many different things. Lions are gonna escape from the zoos, be fucking ripping people apart limb from limb, stringing their intestines out to the street. There's gonna be crazy giant birds. Who knows? The Lord's gonna release a lot of these creatures that He has, and we don't even know all the creatures. We know Leviathan. All right, who knows? Who knows, man? Who knows if some of those cryptids, they call them, I don't think Bigfoot's real, but who knows if some of those cryptids have a little bit of a backing to them. Stuff like Mothman. Who knows? Does it sound a little bugged out yet? But, we don't know if necessarily those are the ones, but the Lord does have creatures, All right, maybe not necessarily Bigfoot or the Mothman or any of these other creatures that they have, or the Jersey Devil, right? It might not be those, but he does have creatures like the Leviathan. It wouldn't, you can't say it's beyond the Lord's control that he can have these creatures. You don't know what you don't know what's lurking in those oceans. There's so many parts of the national forest that people go missing, and you don't know what's there. They have some big ass weird creatures that you have no idea about. Leviathan. I mean, the Leviathan in general is a terrifying concept, man. A giant serpent beast, man. And who knows how the actual depictions look like. But Leviathan, just looking at pictures is fucking horrifying, man. Seeing videos like this, or photos like this, that is horrifying, man. Horrifying. And you think the Lord's only got Leviathan, man? There's some stuff under the ground we don't know about. There's a lot of things we don't know about, okay? That the Lord hasn't revealed. It's like it hasn't revealed because it's not for us to know yet, all right? And we'll figure it out in due time, all right? I'm gonna grab a drink. My mouth's dry as hell. There's a lot of things that we'll just have to learn in due time. We know about Leviathan, all right? But, you're going to see things. But, like it says in verse 8, only with thine eyes shall thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. You're not going to be getting ravaged by a lion, all right? Leviathan's not going to be tearing you up, all right? Lord willing, you're part of the elect, and we're hopeful that we are. There's going to be people stabbing people, and who knows, the prison's open, they're let out. Who knows? Some people might get judgment. They're stuck in the cell and all these oh man, the nukes are falling. They can't even run and hide. All right, man, terrible shit. Have fucking shit like the purge going down. The purge will start in 2 minutes. People stabbing people, and man, it's gonna be bad. Jacob's trouble is gonna be bad. All right, but we'll read it again. Psalms 91:7 through verse 8, starting with 7. 1,000 shall fall by thy side. You're gonna look on the left, 1,000 people dead. Boom. And 10,000 on thy right hand. You're gonna look to the right. Boom. 10,000 dead. Oh shit. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand. Let me start over. Verse 7, Psalms 91:7. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. You're gonna be running. You're gonna run. Wow, fucking nuke blows up, or not nuke, but a missile blows up right by you. Doesn't even hit you. You see 300 people get taken out in a crowd. Boom, you're running. Oh shit! No, call out Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You're gonna be running. Hey, like it says in verse 8, only with thine eyes shall thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Nukes aren't gonna be hitting you. The bullets aren't gonna be hitting you. All right, but you're gonna see their judgment, and you're gonna be you get a moment to you pause on the side of a building. You sit down. You're like, call out Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Thank you so much for not letting that hit me. And then and it's gonna come today. We're gonna be running, and all of a sudden that chariot's gonna appear out of the sky. You're gonna see all the chariots, and you get to go up on that. Lord willing, you're a part of the elect. You're a part of the elect. Lord willing, that's what happens when we make it as a part of the elect. Okay, that's what we're hoping, man. That's our ultimate goal. Because if we're not of the elect, ain't worth living. All right, if we ain't part of the elect, there's no ultimate goal if we're not part of the elect. That's what we're hoping for. All right, some people are looking for fame, for fortune, for looks. We don't give a shit about any of that. Our ultimate goal is we're hoping to be a part of the elect. Because if that's not it, man, all the shit we done went through, I live shit lives, grew up in poverty, parents fighting, all the shit that we've been through in our life, nothing ever gone our way. On the grand scale of things, we might have nice things and things. That's all blessings of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. But all these different things, man, in this world we look at, we're like, this world fucking sucks. There ain't shit here, man. There's no reason to try to excel in society because you can't. It's what's the ultimate goal? Get your house and live? Well, all the shit's gonna be destroyed anyway. Might as well just live in an apartment. All right, at the end of the day, so we don't have anything to look forward to. Yachts, it's gonna go away with. Well, I'm gonna build my house up with gold. It's all gonna fucking go away. It's all gonna be melted in Jacob's trouble and then the destruction of the Lord. What the fuck's the point? I want to collect every single Funko Pop. So what the fuck ever? I have some Funko Pops, but those are all the shit that I have. This computer, this mic, all these pops and stones and all these different things. They're all gonna be burned up. All right, video game systems I have, the things you have. If you have books or or whatever you have, skates, or you have, I don't know, you have a knick-knack collection, or you collect china, right? Or a little teapot. All that shit's gonna be gone, man. You know, I collect football jerseys. I got every one of my favorite all that shit's gonna be burned up. It don't mean shit at the end of the day. We don't give a fuck about any of those things. Those things could go away. Those things could go right the fuck away. All right. Now, would it suck right now to have it go away? Yeah. But at the end of the day, those things have to go away. All right. You know, of course you have those things. It would suck, you know, if, you know, we have our computer, we just try to get on it and it's broke. You're like, damn it, man, that would suck. But when it comes to the end days, you know, really at the grand scale of things, these things don't mean shit. All right. And if your computer breaks, much more worse things could happen. All right. So it irks us, but at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world because our computer broke or something or other. But all that, you know, if we could get rid of all, if we had a chance for the Lord to pull us aside and say, you won't ever, you know, make it in society or do anything good, and well, I'm gonna take all this stuff away and you're gonna sit in a hole, but you'll be a part of the elect, we'd do it. We'd sit in that hole day in and day and night, and we'd just sit there and wait. All right. You know, any diligent brother in this truth would accept that. They would accept that offer. All right, I'm gonna take everything away. You're gonna sit. You know, you can bring your wife with you, but you're gonna sit in this hole. You'll be fed, and that's it. You know, nothing fancy. You're just gonna sit in this hole. Not that the Lord would do that to you, but if that was the chance, and the Lord said this can happen, we would sit in that hole and be happy about it. You know, we try to be at least. And most of all, man, to sit in this hole. But at the end of the day, hey, I'm part of. I know I'm gonna be saved now, so we take that. But we don't have that, so we're hopeful to be a part of the elect. And at the end of the day, that's our ultimate goal. This shit don't mean shit. We want to be part of the elect. All right, all this shit. And what I mean by this shit don't mean shit is this shit in the world, all this shit, computer, video games, TV, skateboards, one wheels, cars, whatever the hell, you know, jerseys, gold chains, rings, and things. All right, don't matter. Don't matter. We're hoping to be a part of the elect, and we are hopeful to be a part of the elect. And, you know, Lord willing, we make it, man. That's our ultimate goal. So with that, we're going to go ahead and close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. Shalom to you, brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until next one, Lord willing, Shalom.